Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. How are you doing? It is the end of your birthday season as I'm recording this. It's been a heck of a ride, huh? Those eclipses have kept things popping along for you, but the good news is there's a little bit of a breather right now as I'm getting started here. So I figured with all of the energy being cleared out from the eclipses, it was time to focus on what's new and what's next. And for you, it felt like, for everybody, it really feels like we need to take a look at career and finance because it was Taurus season, which is definitely about manifesting things that are going on here. So, wow. All right. So we are moving out of Taurus season into Gemini season. Gemini season is about using the gift of gab to move things along, but Mercury is currently in retrograde, which is going to be a kind of a challenge for you because you've got the Knight of Blades, the Knight of Swords here, and he's cutting her hair and chatty, and she's a little concerned that he's not paying attention to what he's doing. This is totally a Mercury in retrograde card. So with that comes the Judgment card. Judgment card is Gabriel blowing his horn, very much Gemini energy there also. And the Queen of Swords, and both of these are cards of discernment. And so, next steps for you would be paying attention to the details. I can't imagine that you're the chatty Cathy. You seem more like you would be the person sitting here going, seriously? So, having the good judgment, using your discernment to walk away from situations. Now, we're talking about career and finance. So, walk away from situations that seem to be blowing a lot of hot air that are not necessarily grounded in good, reliable resources. It doesn't feel very stable, right? When he's there with the scissors just flying along, she's a research scientist. She's paying attention to the facts and the details. And based on that, being able to follow the call of her soul to make a good judgment. Let's take a look at what the opportunity is for this and what is the challenge. I want to invite you to come over to Facebook. I'm there every day and I do energy and astrology readings over there. So yeah, I want to check those out. And of course, I love it if you would hit that thumbs up and support this channel or leave me comments. And there is a membership if you would like to go a little deeper into some of the energy. Look, you guys have the opportunity for prosperity. You have the opportunity for prosperity. What is really interesting to me is your challenge. Your challenge is the card of intuition, being in flow. Okay, so there is a possibility that you could be analyzing the facts so much that you're missing the calling of your soul. Gabriel calling out to you to follow your soul's calling. And so sometimes it's about what feels right, not necessarily what makes sense on paper. Because prosperity is the opportunity that lies ahead if you follow your intuition. And that gut feeling, man, that is a priceless thing. I can't tell you how often. I'm a big Survivor fan, and I watch seasons. I binge watch seasons. And there was a recent one that I was watching where this kid just knew that he needed to vote for somebody else. That something was wanky, and if he didn't, he was going to be voted against, and he would have to leave. So he did. He cast a vote for someone else, which sent everything to a tie revote, and then he was able to stay. There was nothing out there. There was no evidence of this going to happen. He just knew it here that he needed to take this action. He had said it earlier in the day. He wrestled with it when it came time to make the decision. He was still wrestling, and finally he was like, I'm going to make people mad when I do this if I'm wrong, but I really feel like I need to do this to save myself. He followed his intuition. You are being encouraged to follow your intuition. to really listen to the calling of your soul. Because prosperity, look at this. So much prosperity ahead. So let's, I'm going to probably drill down a little bit more into that intuition. Because that seems very much like a thing. Look. Oh, okay. So, you have the Phoenix. We just had that full moon eclipse in Scorpio that happened opposing your sun, right? And so the Phoenix is one of the signs of one of the symbolisms for Scorpio, and it is the Phoenix rising from the ashes, and it says, "How's that for a happily ever after?" There, oh my gosh, and it came out with bitch fire, stand up for yourself. This eclipse clears things out, structures fall. So we're talking career and finance. I don't want you to forget or lose track of this. So some kind of a situation where you need to stand in your own power, where the clarity has been revealed, where you're like inside, you're like, I am sure this is wrong. Like, gosh, maybe you need to double check if you own a business and you have an accounting firm doing the accounting. Maybe you need to go in there and relook at the books. Sometimes we hire people to do these things for us because we don't want to deal with it on a day-to-day because we're doing other things. But if you've got that feeling like that something's not quite right, that's how you find the embezzlers, when you follow your intuition and you go and do the double check. And I'm not saying that this is embezzlement, but it feels like something where you have been feeling in work or around issues of finance. So it could be in your personal finance at home, where you feel taken advantage of, where you are being taken advantage of, they're saying. And even though there seems to be some kind of a destruction, in order to recreate, there's a need to stand up for yourself, go ahead, let the pieces fall where they may, walk away from the destructive situation out into the sunlight toward prosperity. It's very nice. Wow. Okay, let's drill down a little bit on this intuition, what the struggle is with this intuition. Why aren't you trusting yourself? And I want to take a look at this Queen of Swords here. Well, you have Treasure Island. There are two turtles here. And there's a turtle here. And you have Poised. It is almost as though you have a really great idea that you really think is going to be successful. Maybe your boss doesn't think so, or your partner doesn't think so, and you need to maybe do the research because you have the Go the Distance card, the cheetah, the Go the Distance card with this Queen of Swords. And so do the deep dive on the research, get the information so that you can present it, so you can stand up and go, look, I am positive that this is a great idea, and here's why. And let me show you the facts of the case here. You know, don't go off. This Knight of Swords is Gemini energy. And Gemini is this energy of, I need just to have a little bit of information here and a little bit of information there, and with a little bit of topical. It's like topical information. I think I've got the whole thing and I've figured it out. And they take off running before they actually get the full picture. Whereas this energy here is more of the energy of Aquarius. The energy of Aquarius will go in deep and get all the facts and want to make sure they know exactly what's going on. And so with Saturn up in Aquarius right now, trying to help you create good, solid structures. Go the distance. Do the deep dive on the research. Don't be topical. Don't just get a little bit of information. Get as much as you can, because you're going to need it to go into battle. To stand up for what you know will allow you to rise like the phoenix out of a situation. You are poised for greatness. You are poised for greatness with this very creative idea, and creation comes in all kinds of ways. You know, it's not just art, right? When you create a business or a website or a new way of doing things, a new training program, that's all creation. It's all creation. And there is, with these turtles here showing up, whatever this is, if you allow yourself to get in flow with spirit on this, and do the research. There's a nice balance there to that. You have the ability here to really manifest something really amazing, because what the opportunity is prosperity. There's abundance there of every sort. All right, so that looks great. Ooh, I just saw 1111 too. All right, you guys take really good care. Check out Facebook. I'd love to see you over there. Have a great month ahead with the career opportunities. This is amazing. All right, guys, take good care. I'll talk to you soon.